Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And they'll start off with a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
So in one play, they go from being backed up to first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner choosing to field this one. Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Trucks through the defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Boy, nice 1st down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses it.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The Gators will have to kick this away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They're going to run it here. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Tackle, but 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And they'll give it to the back. Brought to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the 1st down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Throws a rocket toward the right side. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Offense drops that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes the grab. It's dull. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play, and now they're way behind the sticks.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's the running back in the flat. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Rutgers. This offense really clicking. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Gators offense retakes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Looking right, this one caught. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And there's the handoff. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense jumps on the football.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence on the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's dull.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Here we go on fourth down. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up the first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught quickly. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. The Scarlet Knights will come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after the completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer it before halftime. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. Field goal tried. No good. That miss leaves us with a 21-point game. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Gators will kick this deep to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown. They begin the drive with excellent field position. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff to the single back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And is intercepted. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room. The Gators will crank up the tempo.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever...
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Florida. Strong game by this quarterback.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball with a gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Black. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A gain makes it second and medium. And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Caught over the middle. It's Dull. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Grab down the middle. It's Black. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Ball handed to the running back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Pressure is coming. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up. And out comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Gators offense retakes the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He goes out quickly, but comes up with a nice interception. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. The shovel pass complete. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Single back takes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Scarlet Knights offense is on the move now. Looking to throw it on first down. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The ball is 3 in the backfield. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
First down, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. And he is wide open for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Gators will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. Not too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is...
He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Gators. See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner looking to create better field position. But he's got some space here. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. Looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll work the clock here with their running game.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? A quick throw out left, complete. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And the Scarlet Knights with 1st and 10 here. They'll run it here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He did not make the 1st down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Well, they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Well, they needed the onside kick, and they come up with it. Remember, they don't need a touchdown here. Let's see if the defense on the other side can hold them to prevent the go-ahead score.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Looking to scramble. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield, they have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the back gets the football. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Can he make it to the marker? Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So here we go, down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Gators, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Chris, what a great job. What a celebration by this offense. They worked so hard to get it close enough. They punch it in behind that offensive line, and now they've got the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here. Hope your defense can make a stop on this final drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Black. Tried to make something happen on the return, but steps out at the 23. And here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Defense is coming after him. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, they're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting.